I've put counting back in steps of 10,000 and 100,000 on a separate video because for a lot of people this is really quite tricky when you're having to cross over from the 10,000 boundary to the 100,000. One we're going to start with 8,921,953, and we're being asked to write the next three numbers in the sequence if we take 10,000 away each time. The first one's not too bad. If you look at the 10,000s column, you'll see that there's a 2 in there to represent 20,000, and we need to take away 10,000. So that will simply go from a 2 to a 1. Just to show you how that works when we're writing it down and why the numbers work the way they do, we have the 8,921,953. And we're taking away the 10,000, and you can see by the place value columns that the 1,953 isn't having anything taken away from it, so they will remain the same. In the 10,000s column we have 20,000, take away 10,000, so that 2 digit take away 1 digit leaves us with 1. And then the 900,000 and the 8 million, nothing's been taken away from those, so they stay the same. First number in the sequence, 8,911,953. The next one's not too bad either, because when we take away 10,000, the 1 in that 10,000s column will become a 0. And again, just for those of you who like to see why this happens, the 1,953 stays the same again. We have 1 in the 10,000s column, and we're taking away another lot of 10,000, so that leaves us with nothing in the 10,000s column. Again, we're not taking anything away from the 8,900,000, so they will stay the same. And there's the next number in our sequence, 8,901,953. The next one is where it gets a little bit confusing for many people. We're going to take away another 10,000, and if you look in that 10,000s column, you'll see that we don't have anything in there. In our base 10 number system, the next digit down from 0 has to go back to a 9. If that digit is going to be a 9, then the digit in the 100,000s column will have to go down 1. So as the 10,000s goes from a 0 to a 9, the 100,000s will go from a 9 to an 8. And once again, just to see how that works, we're taking away 10,000 from 8,901,953. The 1,953 remains the same because we're taking away zeros in that row. The 10,000s column, there's nothing in there. We can't take away that 10,000 because there's nothing there, so we have to take 100,000 away from the 900,000 to make that 800,000. What we have here looks like 10 take away 1. It's actually 100,000 take away 10,000. 10 take away 1 is 9, 100,000 take away 10,000 is 90,000. Now we have 8 take away nothing, or 800,000 take away nothing, and 8 million take away nothing. And there's the third number in our sequence, 8,891,953. This is one for you to try. 1,217,534. You're going to find the next three numbers in the sequence when you take 10,000 away each time. Pause the video, have a go. Taking away 10,000, we have 1 in the 10,000s column. So that's quite a nice easy one. So the digit goes from 1 to nothing. None of the other digits need to change. Looking at how this works, 1,217,534, take away 10,000, the 7,534 will stay the same. We're not taking anything away from those digits. We're taking one lot of 10,000 away from another lot of 10,000, which leaves nothing. We're not crossing any boundaries here, so the 200,000 we're taking nothing away, and the 1 million, we're taking nothing away. First number in the sequence, 1,207,534. The next one is the one that might get a bit confusing. We're taking away another 10,000, but there's nothing in that column. So that 0 needs to go back to a 9, which means we have to change what's in the 100,000s column. As that 10,000 goes to a 9, the 100,000 goes from a 2 to a 1. 1,207,534. Take away 10,000. Once again, the 7,534, they stay exactly the same. We have nothing in the 10,000s column, and we need to take away 10,000 from that. So we need to take 100,000 from that 200,000, make that 100,000, and put that 100,000 into the 10,000s column to make that nothing into 100,000. 100,000 take away 10,000 leaves us with 90,000. And now we have 100,000, we're not taking anything away from that, and 1 million, we're not taking anything away from that. So our next number is 1,197,534. The next one is nice and easy because we're taking away another 10,000 and there's 9 in that 10,000s column, and that will just go from a 9 to an 8. There's a third number in our sequence, 1,187,534. Counting back in steps of 100,000, exactly the same, it's just one column along. What's the next number when you subtract 100,000 from this number, 1,153,821? We're taking away 100,000 and we have 1 in the 100,000s column. So that will just go from a 1 to a 0. And the number we have is 1,053,821. When we take away the next 100,000, because there's nothing in the 100,000s at the moment, that means that 0 has to change to a 9, which means that the millions needs to go down 1. Because the millions are on 1, we go down to nothing in the millions. So taking 100,000 away from 1,053,821 leaves you with 953,821. This one's for you to try. You have 10,053,821 and you're going to take away 100,000. Pause the video, have a go. There's nothing in the 100,000s, so that's going to go from a 0 to a 9, which means that the millions will need to go down as well. But there's nothing in the millions, so the millions will need to go from a 0 to a 9, which then will affect the next column, the 10 millions. Because the 100,000s have gone from 0 to 9, and the millions have gone from 0 to 9, the 10 millions now goes from 1 to nothing. So when we take 100,000 away from 10,053,821, we have 9,953,821.